it looked good. It looked very professional. Capture X India. And then people used to meet me, Capture X India. Yes, yes, thank you. तो मजा आता है वो सुनने में. Like other than Akshay, Capture X India. Like I feel good because like people know me in the name which I wanted to create.
My mind went like completely blank. I couldn't. I thought camera घेतलो आणि वतलो म्हणून. Just go home, do nothing.
Photographer has stopped working.
Yeah. Photographer.exe stopped working.
What he can do, like 3 things if you can summarize it down to.
नहीं बताऊंगा मैं. There's no photo as bad photo because that's what you see.
Exception that is it is not blur enough कि भाई ये क्या खींचा है.
हाँ, हर फोटो ब्लर होना नहीं चाहिए. मतलब बोके like if you like for me like
बोके का बोका नहीं होना चाहिए.
वेडिंग में जो होगा
cannot miss यार.
You can't miss that shot.
अरे वो टाइम में बैटरी बदलता था. हो गया रिंग चला.
You can't change your battery that time. Popping a champagne or ring and saying,
oh, memory card full.
Yeah, memory card full. You can't mess up there.
Namaste everyone and welcome back to another episode of 3XP. I'm Kunal Raj and today we have 2 gem of artists from Goa's filmmaking photography niche, Akshay aka Capture X India and Dhruv. This episode is full of emotions, full of gyan, paisa, non-sponsored content and some major reveal by the end of the episode. So stick till the end and let's begin. So Dhruv and Akshay, welcome to the podcast. I feel good to have people from the same niche so that we can talk continuously, right? As we were talking, I realized that he is just 21. From the quality of work you're putting out, I was amazed. Like even Akshay is amazed. You know, editor can move the frame to Akshay.
I met Dhruv, I guess, during Oktoberfest.
Yeah,
the first time I met him, and then I have seen his work, like especially live events. I really like his work, the way he edits, shoots.
I'd like to add to his experience because meeting him was a big thing for me. So when I started photography, for me, my guru was Rohan Yuri because at that time I think so everyone started with the common camera, Canon 1200D, right? That range. So that was my first camera. And
even we have.
I still have that camera because I have passed on that legacy to my brother. He's using that camera. So that camera made me what I am now. I still remember clicking photos on that camera and posting about fields and stuff, local Goan heritage. And then when I came to know about Akshay and his work was, man, I literally fell in love with him. So then I texted Leon because in Oktoberfest, Zayden was coming that time. And since I just wanted to shoot anything and to get something for my portfolio, I insisted Leon to take me on board for the team, just to shoot, just for the exposure. That was my first proper live event which I did in 2018 or 2019, I can't remember. That was the first time I met Akshay and that was like a very good experience watching him especially work. He was in the photo team. And I was working alongside with Leon. So that was the first time I met him.
I think you came directly on the podcast from your college, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so from doing that and then doing your nightlife shoots and all, when do you Netflix and chill, man?
Bro, I don't. So I don't have a Netflix account. I don't have an Amazon Prime account. I don't have any of those. But my dad has those. So whatever, if there's a hype around some of the seasons, I'll download karta Netflix and then I take my dad's whatever credentials, sign in karta and then I watch whatever. But I think so the only show that I've watched on Netflix might be Breaking Bad because that is my favorite show all time. Okay. That and Squid Game. Those are the only 2 shows which I've seen on Netflix. I'm not much of a cinephile, what you would say. I'm more of a, imagination. I can go out and shoot whatever you got.
Yeah, but people say whoever is directing or shooting, they should watch more movies.
I watch movies. I like to experience movies in theater, not on the small screens. That is mine.
He does more of Netflix, I guess.
Yeah.
Or more of Alt Balaji.
Oh my god.
Netflix, Prime, and recently I got this one, Hotstar. I watch movies because I think we get a lot of inspirations from there, especially the framings, the color grading. Like recently I watched Kantara. What a brilliant movie. And then KGF. Like cinema, the colors, everything is like top notch. So I watch a lot of Netflix.
Lot of South Indian, I guess, right?
Yeah, mostly South Indian, and then I like not Bollywood, I can say Hindi regional wala. I like those because Netflix पे बहुत सही आते हैं.
हाँ, अनसेंसर्ड देखने मिलता है इसलिए.
हिंदी में ज़्यादा अनसेंसर्ड है नहीं. हाँ, गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स देखा है मैंने.
We had Rohan Yuri in a recent podcast, right? Big shout out to Rohan. And someone asked in the comment of the podcast that how do you sell being a photographer, or sources of income?
I'll speak about myself, like how I sell my photos. So, like I started photography in 2019, and then lockdown came. So as everyone knows, like photographers were broke and no one had no source of income. So I googled on I YouTubed how to earn money as a photographer sitting home. Okay, and then the first thing which showed me was NFT, like photographers selling their pictures, and I was like very surprised, like kya hai ye? I want to see. So I checked NFT and all, and then they showed me like 2-3 platforms, and one was Indian platform which is Wazir, and then the other was OpenSea and Foundation. So OpenSea and Foundation like needed more money, to enter into that platform. Like we had to pay a gas fee. Gas fee is like joining fee pakad lo. Okay, I can't explain in details because it's very technical, which I don't know how to explain it. So I had to pay some dollars. Like that time the gas fee was $100, like 100 to 150, 7,000 to 10,000 I had to pay. So I didn't, वहाँ पे गया नहीं. मैं बोला let's keep this on hold. I went to Indian platform Wazir, and that time very few photographers had joined. So I was one of them, like joining into Wazir. So and the gas fee was very minimum, like 50 rupees, 100 rupees. So I thought like let's start there, and then I uploaded around 5 to 6 photos on Wazir, and then I got a mail like after a week, your photo got sold for 100 Wazir, and 100 Wazir was around 7,000 that time, and I was like surprised. Like life में like कभी पहले ऐसा फोटो भेज ही नहीं पाया मैं किसी को. Like I even I used to tell my friend, अरे buy my photograph, buy my, put on your walls. They're like, like how much you'll sell? I'm like 1,000, 2,000, and then looking at that like 7,000, I knew like photographs have that kind of worth. Then I like with that money I minted on OpenSea, and OpenSea was like a huge turn for me. And then especially you have to be very active on Twitter to sell your photos. So there are collectors. Collectors are the one who collect your photos, as in they pay in crypto and that photo is theirs. So the first sale I made was for 60,000. I was lost. I'm like, wow.
अरे OpenSea थोड़ा देखना पड़ेगा अनुराग.
हाँ, like इतना पैसा एक फोटो को. And that photo was very, very nice. Like मेरा favorite photo है. It was the 3 kids smiling at each other.
Shot in Ladakh, I guess.
No, it was in Pushkar. So Pushkar Mila, we had gone to a village. So I met these kids. The kids were all running behind me. I was playing with them. I had this big beard that time, and then I wore that Rajasthani turban kind of and shorts. So I was like a tourist. एकदम touristy feel, and kids were like, they were enjoying the vibe with me. And whenever I go to travel, I'm very joyful, and I get into that vibe. And then kids were like very happy with me, and they were playing here. And then I captured one picture, and that was my favorite one. So that got sold for 0.2 ETH, and that time it was like around 40, 50, 60,000 rupees. So that was my first source of income in lockdown. Ki I could sell my photo, because there are other like Shutterstock and then all those platforms, but they don't give you that much of pay. Like 100 rupiah, 1,000 rupiah last, right? But then that's not helpful.
Yeah, $4, $5. Yeah. That too about after 40% cut.
So this is the one way I earn, like NFT through. And then next is my wedding photography, which is my main source of income. Wedding photography. Travels, I get collabs here and there, like brands approach, like especially now reels, brands approach like do a reel on this song, I'll pay you so and so amount. So that's one way. So Instagram helps you a lot. And then there is real estate, like hotels ho gaya. They need content. Now reels.
You do reels for that. I thought you turned to real estate suddenly.
No.
I also do real estate.
Real estate reels. Like okay. Suppose you have a drone. like real estate people now अभी ऊपर से दिखाना चाहते हैं सब.
जगह
They
बड़ा
need
है
a
उनका.
wider view. So drone, like you can earn a lot in real estate if you have a right contact. You can earn through that.
You have the right context. We need some
Real
right
estate. I'm
context.
trying to get into real estate now because right now I am into only wedding and travel, and my side income is NFT, and so I am trying to get into real estate. I'm just showing the ways. Like there are ways you can earn.
सही है. Yeah, and talking about a hot topic, people say wedding easy है, camera उठाओ बस कर लो. What is क्या है? What is the scene? Because you have been like the wedding photographer of the year also ना. अभी और क्या चाहिए? You are the best person to answer.
Yeah, recently like Canberra is one of the company which awarded me photographer of the year in Goa. So wedding photography is not easy at all. Okay. Even I thought like when I started wedding photography, it's easy यार, कैमरा लेके जाने का, कच करके आने का. But then no, you have to be very technical, you have to be very fast, you have to be alert, and you have to be creative. Creative तो हर जगह होना चाहिए.
Good with people, communication skill.
Yes, that's the main thing. Like you have to be very good with people. Like whenever I enter a room, I make sure like everyone is happy to see me. Like आ गया photographer आ गया यार, किचिक करो नहीं. Like photographer आ गया यार, let's do some good content or memories. Let's create some good memories. I make sure like my clients, I can say, the couples who are there, they enjoy their day because it's their day. Wedding is a very special day for them, and if we come and stress them कि अरे ऐसा पोस्ट दो, क्यों नहीं पोस्ट दे रहा है, because they are not actors, it's first time for them, so we have to be very alert and make them comfortable. बाबा बरे बशन posing काय ना, don't take tension, जाए ना, let's take candidates, enjoy.
The same way we were discussing before the podcast, right? काय
ना, tension ही off ना. So I always tell them enjoy. I'm like, don't take any stress, enjoy your wedding.
Yeah.
We'll do our work. Okay, you all don't have to stress like ये photographers ये करेगा वो, कुछ tension नहीं लेगा. We'll do our job. You all just enjoy, because whenever you enjoy, you get very beautiful pictures. Like all the weddings which I have shot, when I've seen clients enjoying their wedding, the pictures, the videos are very beautiful. That's the thing. So wedding photography easy नहीं है, it's difficult. There is lighting, there is framing, time management. क्योंकि एक बार होता है वेडिंग में, जो होगा
cannot miss. Yeah.
You can't miss that shot.
अरे वो टाइम में बैटरी बदल रहा था, हो गया, रिंग चला
So you can't change your battery that time. Popping a champagne or ring exchange.
Oh, memory card full.
Yeah, memory card full. You can't mess up there. And for me, like the most scariest part, like while shooting a wedding, is after shooting the wedding, is backup.
Yeah.
So when the wedding gets over, like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, we reach home, and then
First thing वही है.
first thing ki backup कर लो, and not one backup. I make 3 backups. I have 3 hard drives. I make backup number 1, backup number 2, backup, and by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I go to sleep. Without backup, I don't go to sleep, because if you lose that data, khatam, tata, bye bye. Like you can't do that. So the main thing is managing the data. Like whenever you are a owner of that business ना, जैसे अभी कैप्चर एक्सपो कर लो, I manage things. Like photographers, they'll click pictures and give it to me. Then it's my responsibility to, save that data, properly manage it. So that's the most scariest part for me. Like managing the data. Wedding shooting, I'm very comfortable now. Like with the experience, I'm very comfortable, and मैं बहुत quick हो चुका हूँ अभी कि मैं कर लूँगा. Like I don't stress on weddings now.
Messups क्या हुआ है?
I will tell about Oktoberfest.
ताज़ा एकदम recent.
आता से नहीं, when I first time.
I think it's 2019.
Yes, and everyone saw me doing that. So it was, even my parents won't be knowing about this. So this is the first time I'm revealing, I guess.
Major reveal, guys. Yeah.
I was with my camera strap, and in the same year, 2019, I had bought E7 III. I bought that camera. So when that camera was with me, I was like, Babu kashan वागयतात पळय, अरे सारखं पुसून दवरलो. I was like that, सारखं. So, and for Oktoberfest, I'm like very excited to shoot. I came out with a camera, आणि थंय भुरगे धांवताले दिसतात, and I had my camera sling असो. कोण तरी आयलो धांव, आणि हांव at the same time, I think so, हांव मुखार कितें व्हिडिओ काडटालो my phone, and even if पडल्या जाल्यार it would come on my arm न्ही or something the strap. तो भुरगो आयलो and hit the camera so hard. असो घालो हातान कॅमेरा ढाम. अरे म्हज्या तोंडान I literally काळीच तोंडान येता म्हणटात पळय. Because there was a message saying that the ibis something, and I thought that is the end. म्हाका म्हज्या दोळ्यान मातशी दुकां आयली खरें फोटो लेना because it's so expensive. I know त्रास पडटा थंय and आयले. But I will say this one thing about Sony cameras, that full frame camera especially, because it's the aluminum frame, right? It is so robust. It had a bad fall, really bad fall. I thought my focusing system and everything went. I just rebooted the camera is as good as new, nothing. So I'm like, okay, काय जाऊ ना. I just open, I check the shutter and everything, if it's like जाता सगळं. I check the focusing or something. Only problem was that I had a dent on my front 24-105 lens, but that is okay. Filter मातशे problem होता, but that is okay. So that is
lens
the
like
only
lens को चला
so that is the only what I can say bad thing ever happened to me. Otherwise everything is
ibis is like सब ठीक है
सब ठीक है.
टेंशन नहीं लेने का.
But that was, my mind went like completely blank. I couldn't. I thought camera घेतलो आणि वतलो म्हणून. Just go home, do nothing.
photographer has stopped working.
Photographer.exe stopped working.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Because recently I traveled to Haldi festival, which is in Kolhapur. So it was my first time. जातले होली जाता तशें जातले म्हणून. Okay, so I went there. I saw everyone covering their camera with those plastic wraps and all. And I ordered one Amazon wala cover, rain cover. And then I went there. इतलो crowd थंय and everywhere. हल्दी चाक दोळे जळपा लागले. Like I started paining and camera पळोवपाक गेल्यार आख्खो येल्लो जाला. तो कवरा भितर पावलो. Because I didn't wrap it properly. Because I was very lazy, I can say. की आसूं जावचें ना काय. But then I realized that you have to be very careful with your camera gear. Like I've seen all the photographers covering
they completely wrap with
the
plastic.
wrapping thing. I didn't do that. I thought this rain cover will protect. But then, thank God, Sony is a very good brand. Nothing happened to my.
This is not promoted, guys, yet.
No.
Not sponsored yet.
Unpaid.
Yeah.
Sony ने मुझे पैसा नहीं दिया है. I'll be very happy if they pay me.
Same here.
But yeah, it was very nice. Like कुछ हुआ नहीं कैमरा को. I was very satisfied कि wow, thank God, because I have to shoot weddings with that camera again.
Yeah.
But then it was a very good experience for me and learning process also.
Photography is a subset of filmmaking. But it helps in. Is it true?
Yes. Very much. So I started first as a photographer. I much loved the idea of capturing emotions in one frame and after that I felt that just one frame is not enough sometimes. I said that photography is a subset of filmmaking, and it is extremely true, because if you don't get your framing right in photography first, then you won't become a good cinematographer afterward. So cinematography is not just best record kele
4K something.
4K, 8K, autofocus, buying A7, S3 and best, that is not the thing. So if you take any camera, I won't even say camera, take any smartphone or something, and if your framing is not good, something लोग पोवपाकूच ना first of all. Budding कोण videographers आसा, just get those frames correct in the first place. So it should be like, even if you are shooting me video, every frame in this video, like 24 frames makes 1 second video, right? If your timeline is 24 fps. So every frame in those 24 fps video should be a screen grab. मतलब इतलो बरा असपाय की even if you take a screen grab, it is a perfect shot or something like that. काय नहीं. So
for me, I take inspiration from videos, like framing especially. Whenever I told you, I Netflix a lot. So when I see those frames, when they show a shot, so they do a very nice placement of element, जो भी हो, and then the person. I get inspired from there. ऐसे इधर पेड़ अच्छा दिखेगा, हांगा कोण माजर येयला बरें दिसतलें. So I think video also helps photographer. Like some photographers are very good in color grading their photo, and some videographers are very good. So I especially try to see videographers color grade and then try to bring into photos. हाँ ये वाला mood इस पे अच्छा दिखेगा. So it's vice versa.
So like he said, art म्हणतात, it's subjective. So what he feels, ताकद तशें दिसता सो म्हाका तशें दिसता सो देर इज इफ यू आस्क एवरी डिफरंट पर्सन
everyone have
डिफरंट ओपिनियन्स अबाउट
From 10 photographers, I'll get 10 different.
एक्झॅक्टली सो तशें आसता तें
8 ये 8 है क्या बोलेगा.
finally what output you give that is if people like it best that's nothing like it that's the main thing.
Yes, काफी डीप बोला है ध्रुव, है ना. गौर किया जाए लिसनर जो भी है.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so there is no denying fact that people love your work. Thousands of people love your work, right? So if someone wants to replicate the quality of output what you are giving out, what he can do, like 3 things if you can summarize it down to.
नहीं बताऊंगा मैं. Then they'll be me.
आधा क्वालिटी चलो आधा क्वालिटी.
No,
ते 4K ऑप्शन असं 4K down 480p.
TP. I don't know what to say about this. Like, if people want to replicate, I still remember when I just started photography, I had asked one of my sir कि sir मुझे photography सिखा दो. He just told me one thing. Take your camera. You are in Mumbai, na? Go in streets. Click every day around 30 to 40 foot pictures. Okay, you'll learn. And I did the same thing. I was in Mumbai. I used to wake up at 5 o'clock. I used to tell my wife Shilpa, चल उठ, let's go Marine Drive. And I used to go Marine Drive. And Marine Drive में बहुत elements है. Like people come early morning, sunrise, they do yoga, they chill, they sleep. Like people sleep on Marine Drive only. Like जिसके पास घर नहीं है वो वहाँ सो जाता है. So that's an element for us as a photographer. We see different thing. Okay, so I used to go every day, like without missing, and I used to click pictures. अब जो ग्रोथ मुझे दिखाई दिया मेरे में, लाइक इन दोज 3 months, आई सो कि हाँ फोटोग्राफी सीखने के लिए पहले कैमरा लेके निकलो. घर बैठे मतलब बोलोगे यार ये शॉट ऐसा लेना चाहिए,
नहीं यूट्यूब पे टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स देखना चाहिए.
हाँ टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स देखना चाहिए, मैं डायरेक्ट जाके करूँगा. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. यू हैव टू बी ऑन द फील्ड, यू हैव टू गो देयर, यू हैव टू कैप्चर, देन ओनली यू विल नो कि बाबा अरे दिस फ्रेम विल लुक बेटर, दिस फ्रेम विल लुक, दिस एंगल यहाँ से लो, यहाँ से लो. इफ यू ऑलवेज टुक अ पिक्चर फ्रॉम हियर, सॉरी माइक वाला, इफ यू ऑलवेज टेक अ पिक्चर फ्रॉम हियर, देन यू वोंट नो कि यार ऊपर से कैसे देगा, नीचे से कैसे देखेगा. सो यू हैव टू एक्सप्लोर. फॉर दैट यू हैव टू गो आउट, क्लिक पिक्चर्स.
या आई फील जितना प्रैक्टिकल यू,
वन थिंग इज कीप एक्सप्लोरिंग, कीप क्रिएटिंग. गंदे से गंदा फोटो खींचो, लेकिन मेरे मेंटर ने बोला गंदा फोटो होता ही नहीं है. ओके, देयर इज नो फोटो एज बैड फोटो. Every photo is a good photo because that's what you see.
Exception that is it is not blur enough कि भाई ये क्या खींचा है.
हाँ, हर फोटो ब्लर होना नहीं है. मतलब बोके, like if you like for me like
बोके का बोका नहीं होना चाहिए.
Like speaking of experience, like when I started photography, for me also like yeah बोके दिखना चाहिए. Like बड़ा से बड़ा
blur दिखेगा उतना अच्छा प्रोफेशनल,
उतना अच्छा दिखेगा. But then I realized it's not like that. It's good for your DP. Profile picture, blur कर दो, sorted. But then when you come into photography, you have to be very careful with that. Like हर photo तू bokeh में नहीं ले सकते. You have to show your elements. Like wedding photography, when only couple are there, fine, that bokeh works. When there is a big family, क्या
आधा रिलेटिव ब्लर
हो जाएगा.
तेरे से क्या दुश्मनी था.
You have to know that. Basically, when I started, I used to follow Taylor Cut films. Okay, like you can say he's my inspiration. Like the way he captures emotion. My favorite part of photography is capturing emotions. Right. So that I learned from Taylor Cut. I used to watch his YouTube videos, his Instagram posts. Okay, especially I started from Instagram, and then the way he captures like the emotions. When he came to India, he shot like the Indian faces of India, you can say. He didn't show like poor India, garib India, nothing. I never felt like अरे गरीबी दिखा रहा है. नहीं, it was very pure India. So that's where I got inspired. Like I want to capture this. When I travel, I want to meet those people, talk with them, chill with them, click their pictures and show it to the world. So second part is get inspired. Okay, get inspired by people. Like some आता किधर ला Instagram फेस है, मैं इसको फॉलो नहीं करेगा क्योंकि मेरा फॉलोइंग बढ़ेगा. राइट, पीपल डोंट, इनसिक्योरिटी ज़्यादा होगी. या इनसिक्योरिटी, मैं इसको फॉलो नहीं, मेरे अच्छा नहीं दिखेगा अकाउंट, वो अकाउंट अच्छा नहीं, आई वोंट फॉलो दैट पीपल, बट ही लाइक्स हिज वर्क. But then if you don't follow him, you'll never see his work. And then you won't get inspired. Like if one person inspire you, follow him. Kuch nahi chahta, you learn. I follow many photographers, like from junior to higher level. Like if he's a starter also, I follow him. If I like his work, I definitely follow him because I know I get inspired from anywhere. Even a amateur beginner photographer, I learn from him because his point of view is different and my point of view is totally different. So क्या पता, I'll get inspired from him. अरे wow, he took that angle. I never thought of that. So I'll try this angle. So it's like अपना ego विगो छोड़ दो. Try to follow these people. Go on YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest. Take ideas. Be creative. तो अपने आप आ जाएगा. Just don't replicate. Like ऐसा करना है. Take that idea, but do it in your style. Who you are. That's how you'll promote yourself and your brand. Like who you are. If I try to, like, my favorite is Haramkhor, Sadak Chhap. If I try to click like them, I will never click like them because it's them. Haramkhor hai. Vinit Ora sir jo hai, Vinit Ora, he's one of my favorite photographer in street photography. Then Aman Chotani. If I try to click like them, I will click here and there, but उनका वो feel नहीं आएगा ना, because they have their different process to click pictures. Like ये एग्जाम्पल पोर्ट का आप मेरे से क्वेश्चन पूछो, अगर और कोई बैठा जिसको कुछ पता ही नहीं है, ही आज से में कुछ भी क्वेश्चन पूछ लेगा, राइट? सो तुम दोनों का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू अलग है और मैं बताने वाला भी अलग रह सकता है. सो डिफरेंट जो है इंस्टाग्रामर्स, फोटोग्राफर्स, इंस्पिरेशन, फॉलो देम. एंड थर्ड थिंग इज इन्वेस्ट इन योर सेल्फ. बाय अ गुड कैमरा. इफ यू हैव दैट फंड, बाय. ऐसे चीज़ों पे मत खर्चो. इफ यू हैव दैट बजट, गो फॉर इट.
ऐसे चीजों मत कर तो जूतों पे मेरे जैसे
fancy things. See, buy those things.
Yeah.
But once you are done buying your gear, talking about myself, I never rent. That's my theory because I get scared. What if I break those gear? Ki I can't afford it. If I could afford it, I would have bought it. Simple as that. So I never rent. I save up money. I save up. Then I buy a camera. Then I again save up, do work, save up, buy a lens. And now I have a gear which I can shoot a proper wedding. I have good professional camera lenses. So I'm satisfied with that. I had started with phone. Like पहले phone से ही चालू किया. iPhone लिया मैंने. I'm like iPhone है मेरे पास. iPhone photography.
शुरू करेंगे तो iPhone से करेंगे.
So
My phone भी नहीं चाहिए.
Like who have followed me from long back, my first Instagram ID was CaptureX7. Can you guess why?
No, iPhone 7.
Yes.
Oh.
So I had iPhone 7. So I used CaptureX7 क्योंकि iPhone 7 से फोटोग्राफ ले रहा हूँ. CaptureX7.
हाँ.
And then जो प्रोसेस करता गया, I always wanted to add something around myself कि India. Always like बचपन से भी बोल नहीं सकता मैं. In college days we used to dance, so we always wanted to represent India. India. So I wanted to add this name in my brand. Like CaptureX India, because travel तो मुझे करना ही है हर जगह, all over India. It's not only Goa. I can't keep CaptureX Goa. So I have to be all over. So CaptureX India, and then I loved it. People loved it. Like all my friends loved it, and it looked good. It looked very professional. CaptureX India. Wow. And then people used to meet me, CaptureX India. Yes. Thank you. तो मजा आता है वो सुनने में. Like other than Akshay, CaptureX India. Like I feel good because like people know me in the name which I wanted to create. You can't always rent a thing. Because once someone comes and push like अगर that day Dhruv had rented that camera and that kid would have thrown that camera, it would have been big loss for him.
इसके लिए तो स्ट्रेचर आ जाता उस दिन.
तो कहाँ से लाता वो इतना पैसा? Like we can't बल्क में 2 लाख लेके नहीं घूमता है कोई फोटोग्राफर. Because we always invest. We have to buy hard disk, लैपटॉप अपग्रेड करना पड़ता है, फ्लैश 2-3 साल में खराब हो जाता है, वापस ले लो फ्लैश. Like we have to buy lights, LC ले लो, ये ले लो, वो ले लो. हमारा शॉपिंग खत्म ही नहीं होता है in terms of gears. Because we like to upgrade. जैसे upgrade करो, your photo quality also increases. Your framing is good. Okay, we say like भाई gear doesn't matter. नहीं, gear does matter. Right? आप अगर पुराने iPhone से ले लो और नए iPhone से ले लो, अगर आपका फ्रेमिंग कितना भी अच्छा हो, बट दोनों फ्रेमिंग सेम रख लो, you see the quality difference, right? Now people wants quality. Like if you shoot a crop sensor वाला in a professional wedding and a full frame camera, there's a huge difference. Like people go for quality now. Then because you have to print on a big album.
like he said, whenever you're going from small to big, right? Always growth happens from the base, right? So getting those bases right happen with, like, I would say, a cheap camera, a camera which has less features, because you go out of the way to get those features in which are like in the higher end cameras, to get the photo, a photo which is as good or more, I can say, close to that picture. Suppose if you want to learn about something, you are so damn inquisitive about it कि तू watlo, you'll search on YouTube, you'll find ways to get yourself to know about that skill very much. So that's what I did. Always I used to sit in a room. If I don't find anything like quality maina, what are the things I can do? I can go on YouTube. I can pixel binning and stuff like that. Resolution कैसे बढ़ाओ, how to upscale, how to reduce noise in low quality phones, sensors, something like that. I learned that. I learned processing only for mobile photos in Lightroom. Now I directly do on my phone because now I've kind of got the hang of it. But back then I used to do on my laptop because phone display and all were not good, my old phone. So I would say is getting your skills right, basics right is the first thing. I was like not happy with my work. I'm still not happy with my work. That's my problem. I would say I'm a perfectionist. I'm someone like that. If I do my work, I will do it like most. I'm पूरा कर दूंगा, नहीं तो नहीं करूंगा. So it's like that. So having that mindset helped me a lot. But second thing, like I said, for me now, I'm more about getting experience through practical things. I'm not about someone who is reading books. Frankly speaking, I've never read a novel so far. ये एक person मगा खबर ना.
No, they always say you should read books. But even I have never touched a book.
The only book that I read was my school textbooks. The कोकणी आहे, ताले पोहे आहे तिथलं. But I didn't watch. I mean, YouTube helped me a lot. But I would say practical. When you go to someone who is learned. If I go to Akshay, so Akshay knows a thing about, like, suppose say NFTs. If I go up personally and talk about him about NFTs, I'll learn more rather than going to YouTube and something.
I can tell you the downside also.
Yeah.
YouTube won't show you.
I won't get into NFT only. Thirdly, I would say ki, exactly like he said, inspiration, right? My inspiration was Rohan.
Yeah.
Him. Then there are many guys, even Vaibhav sir. Every filmmaker's inspiration, Shyam Kulder. I wouldn't disrespect him, but he is the one who got me actually into, like, interested in all those transitions and all. Now all those transitions are dead, but what I would say is he is the one who made everyone go into filmmaking.
Yeah, the hype he created.
He's
too good.
Actually, Taylor Cut Films is much elder than Sam Kolder, but the work which Sam did made him like hype. All those teal and orange LUTs, then his dynamic transition, zoom
Who
transition.
doesn't know Sam Kolder? वैसा हो गया है.
Exactly. So
Sam Kolder को नहीं जानता है तो कहाँ से है? मतलब ऐसा है.
if you see someone growing, तू कते भितरल्यान दिसता, okay, I want to be someone like him. Then you try to achieve something what he has done, or you follow the path.
Yeah, in a positive way. ऐसा नहीं कि जलन हो रहा है.
हाँ, जलन नहीं.
Never. Especially in photography, you should never be jealous of anyone, because that's where you lose. Like, I have seen a lot of youngsters, but like not only in photography, in everywhere, people get jealous, like, अरे he's doing better than me. नहीं गिरना चाहिए इन चीज़ों में, नहीं गिरना चाहिए. Focus on yourself, be yourself, help others to grow, help your teammates to grow. Like, जैसे community बोलते हैं, you have to build a community and then everyone should grow together. That's where you learn, and then you are positive. If you are jealous, your mindset gets negative, and then you'll be like, अरे त्याचे इतले झाले, त्याका वो award मिळलो, तो हांगा feature झालो. And then you get negative thoughts. You won't focus on your work. You'll focus on his achievement and thinking, अरे माका किती आहे ना, because you are sitting there thinking negative. Go outside.
Use that energy.
Yeah, use that energy in creating something. Like, if Dhruv receives an award, I'm like, wow, Dhruv received an award.
परसों पॉडकास्ट में बैठा नर्सों ये मिल गया, अवार्ड मिल गया.
I'm like, even I want that award. I'll also work hard, but I'm very happy for him because I have seen his hard work. He got that award because he worked for it.
Yeah.
Like, if someone gets an award, he's working for it. ऐसे ही बैठ के कोई award नहीं देता है किसी को, right? So he's working for it. That's why he has reached to that stage. He got so many followers because he worked for it, and then he got so many clients. Why? because उसने वैसा काम किया है. I always feel when you copy someone's in a positive way, it's really helpful for you. Like suppose you when you go and buy an expensive thing, okay, पहली बार, like when I got my क्या expensive, let's talk about shoes. I love shoes. So when I got my first Nike shoes, okay, it costed me around 4,000. Okay, and that time 4,000 was a huge money because we used to buy 300, 400 shoes. Sneakers and all, we used to get this Vasco Market everywhere, used to get
Puma.
300. Yeah, Puma,
Naik.
Bibas, Noka. So used to get, but then like first time when I got Nike and when I wore them, you know that there's a huge difference, and then you can't go down. You can't go down. Like नहीं, अभी पहनूंगा तो Nike ही पहनूंगा because I feel good. You feel motivated कि now I have to earn like that. Now to buy those shoes, I have to earn like that, and then you hustle. You work hard for it. Like if you downgrade yourself, कि now you are doing this, ऐसा सवाई भीतर करिया. Okay, it's good. You save off money, but don't downgrade your mentality also. कि नहीं अभी नहीं करना है. But if you try hard, there's always a way. I remember in 2020 I started from zero, like actual zero. I had money for my drone, but lockdown came, so I used the whole drone money to pay my rent. Okay, so I was totally broke. So that time if I had gave up कि कभी कुछ पैसा ही नहीं है क्या करूँ, I'll leave photography, I'll sell my camera. I would have got certain money if I sold my camera. But then I didn't give up. I knew okay, I could have done. And my main support is my wife Shilpa. So, like, she has been my main back support, and she never like कि बाबा ऐसा मत कर कि अभी पैसा ही नहीं है, what are you doing, we don't have money for food or anything. But she knew कि I can do it, कि अक्षय तू करतलो कसंय तरी करतलो, and by God grace I'm doing it. I'm still doing it. I'm still hustling. And because I never wanted to downgrade myself की आता झिरोवर येलो म्हणजे कितें आता सामको डावन पडलो ना. I know my work, I know my talent, I can do it. I did, and I'm still doing it. I'm upgrading day by day. I'm upgrading myself. I'm trying to make me feel good कि buy new clothes, because I know if I buy a new cloth now, I'll know I have to buy again. उसका पैसा लाना कहाँ से? I'll work. Like how lockdown taught us. I think lockdown helped everyone to find different ways to earn money. Because before, for me, photography only was wedding events.
Your dancing career died due to lockdown, right? As we were discussing.
No, my dancing career died due to my injury. In college days, I
but
danced.
Many people, I think they don't know. Nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody. I think only people who been in college, they know. Like we used to dance. We had a dance group known as the Dynamics, the Dynamics Fam, and Dynamics Angels. Like we used to dance a lot. All college events, like Plexis and all. I have very good connection, in college events, like Plexis, happenings. If I don't shoot, I come to attend because I have that, nostalgic feeling at the Thirupaliki, because we used to dance on that stage. And that time competition was huge. For dance, it was huge. Like Zogdi Dadale, that kind of competition. Like college events, they used to fight and all. Yeah, for the marks, judging system, everything. And it's just so much fun. But I thought I will be a dancer professional, like DID, Dance Plus and all that thing. But due to one injury, I got a ligament tear. I couldn't dance again. So
sad music,
please. So I stopped dancing. Yeah, then 3 lakhs we have to pay for surgery and all. उतना पैसा था ही नहीं. Like जो था डाल दिया पैरों में. Like no risk now. So I started event management. Like chemistry graduate. Just to tell you, I'm a chemistry graduate. And I didn't like studying again. Like MA करपा म्हाका म्हणूत ना. I like let's stop studying. I went Mumbai for event management because I had that crazy events. I wanted to do events because I used to dance in events. I used to see people making money through events. I'm like, paisa ha events. So I'll go in Mumbai, study event management, do some events. I went there. I studied. I got a job in a good company, Event Special. And then I did a tour with Virdas. We did all the work. But I was still not happy there. The workflow, answering to others, like boss aslo mazo. So I didn't like that process. Like early morning, wake up and go, and then ghara kade ho, and very low salary. All the many problems were there. I was totally disturbed. Like I was not satisfied at all. So I left the job. And 3 months I was बेकार.
Hmm.
3 months I was like, आता कितें करया?
Vacation time.
Yeah, आता कितें करया? So I joined dance again. Just to relax myself. I went dance classes. Just time pass hoitalo, not heavy dances because I had an injury. I went there. I thought like I can do something with my camera. And those 3 months which I was talking, I went to Marine Drive. Every day clicking pictures. Those 3 months break was a huge change in my life. In 2019, those 3 months I used for photography. And I got a lot of responses from Instagram. Like main source was my Instagram. Got a lot of responses like, bro, you click such a good pictures, photos barya, you capture good emotions. Like so many positive responses. आता हांव जालो photographer. So I was very happy, but there was no money.
People nominated photographer.
Yeah, people nominated photographer, but no money. Because Instagram पैसे देना नहीं. Unless until you win something, you get a gig, you get paid. So there was no money.
Yeah.
So one of my friends told me कि I have a shoot, do this. Because they liked my pitch on Instagram, they trusted me. And then I got my first wedding in Mumbai. I captured that wedding. It was a good experience. I learned a lot of things there. And then after that, we came back to Goa. So I got my first gig was a conference event. So that's where I met Leon. Okay. So I told Leon, you'll do videos for me because I'll be doing photos. Yes. And then that's how we started working. And then we both worked for almost 2-3 years. We are still working. Like those 2-3 years was a big turn for us. Like we got many gigs, like live events, conference. Then I started shooting weddings because friends came in connections. Word of mouth म्हणटा ते झाले. And people give me work weddings. Then we shot weddings. And then I realized कि my main purpose खंयचे हितून घालपाक सगळ्योतून म्हाका हात घालपाक नाका आशिल्ले. So I shifted to wedding. Like more focused on wedding events I do here and there whenever I feel like mood आसा की बाबा हां
Just for a change.
Yeah, just for a change. बरें दिसता म्हाका इव्हेंट शूट करपा जाय जाल्यार हांव करता. But I shifted to wedding because I love doing weddings. Like as I told you, I love to capture emotions, which I started from streets. And now weddings, no better places to capture emotions because full of emotions. Aave ratta, daddy ratta, couple happy asa, champagne pop, everything. There's a lot of mixtures of emotions. So I shifted to wedding mainly. And then off season I travel.
Yeah, so I think you have इतना बता ही दिया है तो you should add on like what who is the inspiration and stuff.
Once upon a time, during lockdown, I was totally lost. Okay, so during lockdown, I was totally lost. Ki, what should I do? There's no source of income, nothing. So that time my main support was my wife and my brother. Small brother Ashwek, he's a footballer, and my wife. These two people played a very important role in my life, I can say. They motivated me ki bhaiya, like he's my smaller brother. He said, bhaiya, tension घे नाका, सगळे जातले सारखे. Okay, so I'm like, okay, let's see कितें जातले ते. Because I knew there was nothing. Okay, काय ना tension जातालें म्हाका. But then these people were there. Like especially when they say no depression jata, mental illness, like we all have gone through that. Okay, like आता Instagram ar disna te, like what we have been, no one knows because we always show good things. But for me 2020 was a very bad year for me. Okay, so these two people, they supported me mentally. I can say mentally they supported me. That's why I was like there ki baba करतलो हांव because आसा म्हाज्या फाटल्यान. दोग जाणां आसात जेंकां आसा भरवोसो म्हाजेर की बा ही कॅन डू इट. देन वाय नॉट, वाय शूड आय गिव अप. एंड वन मोर थिंग, लायक आय हॅव अ कलेक्शन ऑन ओपन सी known as Silhouette of Dreams. So that collection is totally like, I can say, focused on my brother. So as I told you, he's a footballer, so we always used to go in sunset. Like we had many family problems, so just to chill, I and my brother used to go out. Okay, tension naka maga amka garan. We'll go out and we'll shoot something. So he's a footballer, used to take ball and go, and we used to shoot silhouettes, football silhouettes. And every day we used to go. So I had a lot of pictures of him, but not showing his face. It was all shadow kind of play, silhouette. And then I made a collection just to dedicate to him. Like collections known as Silhouette of Dreams. Why dreams? Because he has a dream. Ki Baba, I want to play internationally, nationally, and he's working very hard for it. Right now, he's playing for FC Goa junior team. So I know one day he will play at a higher level because I have trust on him, just like he has on me. So that collection is a very personal to me, and two photos got sold, and then we parted with that. Because like it was a very close connection, na? So we parted with that, and then I remember when I got featured on Apple, it was a very nice incident. I would like to share with you all. Like I had gone Lucknow to Pushkar. I got Pushkar from there, where I Lucknow at my friend's place, and then came back to Goa, and it was Children's Day, 14 November. I was sleeping, okay, midnight. Mom is like, "Oot, Shilpa is calling you. Get up." Like, किधर हाल है? इतनी किधर tension है उठे था रात से, and that was 12 o'clock midnight. I was like, surprised, what happened? And then Shilpa is like, go check your phone, Instagram. I'm like, okay. I checked my Instagram. Notification pe notification. Tuck. And 100 plus followers, 100 plus like they show this too, no? Like Instagram. I'm like, whoa, ये क्या हुआ? And then I opened.
क्या कर दिया मैंने?
हाँ, ये क्या कर? Like followers पे followers. I'm still not getting what's happening. Like followers पे followers आ रहे हैं. Like 2,000 followers. I'm like, ये किसने bots डाल दिए हैं? Like that night itself, I got 2,000 followers. And then I saw there's a notification, Apple featured. Oh my God, that was my best feeling. And we always believe in celebrate little moments. Okay, we should always celebrate little moments. So early morning, I went at Shilpa's place, and when I opened the door, there's like, congratulations, Akshay, and she got a cake. Okay, nice. Just to celebrate my feature. So I'm always grateful like for these small things, like they do for me, just to keep me motivated. And that's everything I say to my friends also, like always celebrate those little moments, because that's what keeps you alive, like that what motivate you. आज तुका कितें बरें दिसलें, celebrate it, go out, celebrate. तुका कितें video बरो viral जालो, go celebrate yourself, because you'll get motivated and do more work. So I always say celebrate those little moments, and that was my like changing moment where good followers I got. And
yeah, we were at Plexus now. You were like, Kaju kha, celebrate.
Yeah,
that is ka.
Kaju kha, celebrate kar. Like, kida tension ye paze. Like, everyone has this time, right? Tu kide karta no life an. You have to be very grateful for that. Kida soglang meena te. Everyone जाय ना, सगळे बरे फोटोग्राफर्स जावपा पावना, बिकॉज फॅमिली प्रॉब्लम जाता, पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम जाता, फायनान्शियल प्रॉब्लम जाता. नॉट एवरी वन कॅन डू दॅट, बट if you have done it, be happy for yourself and celebrate it. For me, it's like celebration. I love celebration. I'm like, after this podcast, let's go to eat somewhere. I'm ready. Like, I'll invite you. Let's go out. Let's have some good food. Because small moments, enjoy those moments.
Ready is about it.
Ready, net galun naate.
So like Akshay said, माझ्या लायफान अशें खूब इम्पॉर्टंट मनशां आसा that made me what I am. First of all is my parents. I would say parents because my parents are from varied backgrounds, I would say. My dad is an engineer, mom's a doctor, so...
Thus engineer. Yeah.
Thus engineer.
Yeah.
So, first of all, they are not that much into art, but they very much support me. So, कितें जालें तें सांगता, my story. So, my younger brother, Soham, so he was ल्हानपणाच्यान is very much into art and he's a very good artist. He now studies in National Institute of Design in Madhya Pradesh, which is Bhopal. So he was very कितें म्हणटा तुगेले बारीक things he used to look at and he replicate करतालो using clay or something, and he was very good at it. So in ल्हानपणाच्यान he made that was his career. He knew that. So ताजे कडल्यान and all, my parents got to know that art is also the way to go. And since I am a science student, I was in 11th, 12th करतालो, and he was in 10th standard, but he had his mind fixed कि हांव हेच करतालो. 12th standard was kind of like a turning point for me. I was completely into IITs and शिकपा खातीर. I was an Aryan student 11th, 12th, I was studying for JEE mains and stuff. 11th, I studied itlo baro ke I knew that I will get in NIT at least or some. I was studying very rigorously in 11th. But 12th ni, it somehow चढूच जावपा लागले that pressure. So kind of like it मगेलो I used to lock my room and all. भायर लोकांक दिसता अरे हो solve करता. I used to look at Peter McKinnon videos, bro. Peter McKinnon videos, Sam Colder videos. I used to get all that information, sit with my camera, do stuff. In the same time, मास्टर अभ्यास केलो जालो. I probably am telling this for the first time. No one knows this. So that is what I use.
लड़का पढ़ रहा है मेहनत कर रहा है
So मेहनत. Everyone thought that, but that was not how I was doing. I was gaining information about how them. I was some nerd, and I like technical stuff and all very much. So that maker and suppose say I make like Canon and all their latest cameras. Which one is using which camera? Their latest news. So there's a YouTube channel called Jared Polin. So the new cameras आता पाए. He gives reviews about them. So I used to watch that a lot. So
who the guy with that I should draw
I should draw with the afro. He has hair. Wait, let me reveal my hair. So he has a hair.
like you are inspired
I'll do the reveal again, I guess. Oh, so hello, Banta. So
Zala reveal like 5 seconds. If you miss,
you miss.
Yeah.
After 12th when my grades in science started getting low and low, नंगा मस्त कळलं की जायना आणि they were never forcefully काहीच सांगना. They were like तुका इथे बरेच सगळे कर. But after that they helped me in doing whatever I love to do. But for them photography वो करता hobby म्हणून. They never thought I'll do it full time. But in my head I was like I'm going fully into this. After first year, second year onwards lockdown starts झाले. So my brother who understands me very much, he went and told my parents, say, Dada, किती सांगपाक होता. I just went to my parents and I broke down. That was like, and रडना आपूण सामको तेन्ना इतलो रडलो की I told them की जायना म्हज्यान कशें जायना की and engineering was something I didn't enjoy only. The best thing वचपाचें 9 to 5 I go to college and read about stuff which I don't even like. Then same thing if I invest the same time in doing like shooting or whatever, I would do a better job. स्वतः self-learning is the best thing. And that is the best thing that has happened to me. आपल्या आपण शिकपाचें. Whatever I have learned till now, grading, cinematography, whatever that is, whatever. I haven't done any course. Completely. काहीच ना. Whatever I done on my own शिकून केला. I don't think so. I would be sitting here. You would be knowing about me without them, bro. So I want to thank them. And असे केन्ना तांकां तोंडार म्हणपाक जायना because I get shy. पण just
Okay, so that was pretty much with this podcast. Hope you enjoyed. We had Dhruv, we had Akshay, Capture X. I'll put the links in the description. You can check it out and also our links. So देख लेना. और इधर से काट देते.